When you look into the stars at night and ponder what you could have done differently has already been done without you knowing it. The multiverse is vast and expanding with unlimited choices, but sometimes these choices can take you on the wrong or right path. In one universe, in humanity's darkest hour, the Avengers chose to band together to stop the Mad Titan Thanos from destroying all life in the universe. But that isn't the story of today. This reality takes a more twisted turn that would change everything. I would like to welcome you to the multiverse, and now we will take the Justice League in a versus fantasy battle and pair them with the Mad Titan Thanos and his vicious Black Order. Let's dive into it. The Mad Titan Thanos had just acquired the Power Stone, one of the 6 Infinity Stones from the planet Xandar. Together with the Black Order, they intercepted the spacecraft, carrying the survivors of Asgard's destruction. Overpowering Thor and the Hulk, Thanos obtains the Space Stone from the Tesseract. After obliterating the Asgardian spaceship, Thanos used the Space Stone to teleport himself and the Black Order. As Thanos and the others merged, they noticed a strange change in the atmosphere. Ebony Maw said that it seemed that they have appeared in another universe, something which resembles their original world. But it is not the same. Thanos then dispatched Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian to travel across the universe to scout. He was unable to use the Space or Power Stone in this universe. Meanwhile, in the DCEU universe, the death of Superman was known to the world. After sacrificing himself to defeat Doomsday, Superman was dead and the world lost a hero. Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, meanwhile was searching for metahumans to protect Earth. With Superman gone, they needed a backup plan in case of a similar incident in the future. As Bruce Wayne started getting a list of potential metahumans, he went to find Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, but Aquaman refused to join him. He then saw on his list 2 more superhumans, Barry Allen, who had superhuman speed, and Victor Stone, who has alien technology infused in his body after a nearly fatal car accident. Just then, there was a large activity on Batman's radar. Batman was unable to pinpoint the exact location of it, as it seemed to be clouded by some sort of barrier. He figured that it might just be an earthquake somewhere. On Themyscira, the Amazons were shocked to see a giant spaceship floating above them. They sounded the warning system. The Amazons then fired a warning to Princess Diana, Wonder Woman, and they were under attack. The Amazons prepared themselves as they saw a giant being emerge from the spaceship. He had several other bodyguards with him. As Thanos was in a foreign land, he decided not to engage in any hostility activities first. He asked the Amazons where he was, to which they replied that he was trespassing on their land, and that nobody has ever stepped foot in there except for one many years ago. Thanos said that he is seeking the Infinity Stones. The Amazons said that they do not know of such a relic. The Queen of the Amazons assumed that Thanos wanted the Mother Boxes, which they had been guarding for millennials. She told her army to attack Thanos as he bore hostile intentions. As Thanos could not use the stones, or had his legions of Outriders with him, he had to make do with what army he had. He dispatched Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, and some of his soldiers to battle the Amazons. Thanos then started thinking of a plan to get out of there. Wonder Woman then received the warning, which was dispatched by her fellow Amazons. The Amazons thought that Thanos was on one of Darkseid's minions, as he resembles the ruler of Apocalypse. Thanos grew furious when he heard that, as if he was under someone else. He then decimated them. Wonder Woman knew that something was not right and decided to meet with Bruce Wayne about assembling the superhumans. She told Bruce about what had happened, and Bruce figured that it matched the activity that he saw on his radar. Bruce searched for Barry Allen, while Diana searched for Victor Stone. Thanos and his Black Order defeated the Amazons. He said that he just wanted to search for the stones, but it seemed that in every universe there is hostiles. The Amazons then said that they will never submit to Darkseid and decided to cave themselves in while protecting the Mother Box. Thanos heard of the Mother Boxes, and that they can provide a powerful source of energy, and even control non-sentient beings. He said that if he could not complete his original goal in his previous universe, then he might as well be the salvation in this universe. Maybe things happen for a reason. Thanos decided to change his goal to seek the Mother Boxes, since the Infinity Stones were useless in this universe. After decimating the Amazons, Thanos then left with a spaceship. He wasn't aware that the Mother Box was already caved in with the other Amazons. He then told his Black Order to search for information about these Mother Boxes. Meanwhile, Bruce and Diana had already recruited Barry Allen into their team. Victor Stone was reluctant to join forces with them, as he wasn't sure whether Bruce and the rest could be trusted. Diana then told Bruce about Darkseid and how his conquest of the Mother Boxes failed millenniums ago. Of course, they weren't aware that it was not Darkseid who has arrived, but rather the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, from another universe. Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian arrived at another location in the world, where they stumbled across an ancient scroll. The ancient scroll was depicted by Ebony using technology in his brain. In there, it stated that there was a secret power. It was known as the Anti-Life Equation. It is a formula for total control over the mind of living beings. Ebony believes that the so-called anti-life was on this universe's version of Earth, and it could only be obtained once the Mother Boxes were assembled. Ebony feels that with the anti-life equation, they do not need to get a hold of all the Infinity Stones, as Thanos could use all of them to control the overpopulation and restore the balance of the universe. He and Cull decided to return to their master. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Bruce, Barry, and Diana decided to go to Themyscira. They wanted to see what has happened. Diana was horrified to see the decimated Amazons, and that they laid on the ground dead. She then went to the temple where the Mother Box was guarded, supposedly. Batman used his Batjet to destroy the cave in the temple. The Amazons who were trapped inside were surprisingly still alive. As Diana and the rest arrived 3 days later after the battle, the Amazons were still alive, despite the caved in. The Queen of the Amazons was also one of the survivors. She then told Diana and the rest of them that it was not Darkseid that attacked them, but somebody by the name called Thanos. Batman searched his database, but could not find anyone by the name of Thanos. They said that Thanos and his bodyguards were formidable fighters, as our Amazons could not inflict any damage on them. But she stated that Thanos said that he had no connection with Darkseid and that he had no idea of the Mother Boxes, but he has been intrigued by it and started seeking them. On the other side of the world, after 2 weeks of the decimation of Amazons, Thanos and his Black Order headed over to Gotham City. They wanted to know more about this world, and they decided to start there. Thanos took a liking to Gotham City, to be similar to New York perhaps. While there might not be a Tony Stark in this world, Thanos was certain that there would be some sort of heroes. Batman's statuses already predicted that Thanos would be arriving there, and there was a large warning system being triggered on his radar. He, Wonder Woman, and the Flash were already in Gotham and anticipating him. Thanos then arrived and demanded the Mother Boxes. Batman and Wonder Woman confronted the Mad Titan. They asked where he was, and Thanos replied, "From another universe." And just like his original universe, there is a problem with overpopulation and limited resources. With the Mother Boxes, Thanos could perhaps terraform Earth to rebuild back Earth and prevent overpopulation. Batman said that Thanos is not welcome here and uses his Batmobile to attack Thanos. The Mad Titan then dispatched Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight to deal with Batman and Wonder Woman. Before Corvus managed to fight against Batman, he was being punched repeatedly by something which was moving at super speed. Corvus was furious and tried to get a hold of what was going on. Using the distraction, Batman drove his Batmobile towards Thanos' spaceship. While Wonder Woman engaged Proxima Midnight, Proxima then taunted Diana as a failed Amazon, as her own Amazon warriors were easily killed by her. Diana then engaged in a fiercest fight in a ferocious battle with Proxima. Batman tried to fight in close quarters combat with Thanos, but knew that Thanos was much superior to him in terms of strength and technical fighting. Thanos tried to use the stones, but as expected, he failed. Thanos crushed the stones, but said that the mother boxes would be the final goal. Batman tried to use his batarangs and bombs to incapacitate the Mad Titan, but failed, as he was much more durable. Corvus was still getting his ass kicked by the Flash. He then decided to stand still and waited for the Flash to attack him. As Flash overestimated his abilities, he sped and wanted to give a final punch to Corvus, but Corvus smirked and aimed his glaive towards Flash's stomach, stabbing him. Flash screamed in agony, while Corvus continued to strike his glaive deep into the Flash. Wonder Woman was also pinned down by Proxima. Batman was also taken down by Thanos. With the Justice League losing, Thanos felt that the heroes of this universe were weaklings. Just then, they felt a strong gush of force, pushing all of them backwards. Proxima, Corvus, and even Thanos himself were pushed back. It was none other than Victor Stone himself. Victor then charged his cybernetic body and aimed his repulsor cannon towards Thanos, shooting him down. Victor continued firing on Thanos with the power of the Mother Box and managed to injure him. Thanos told his lieutenants to pull back as they cannot battle against the cyborg for now. Batman and Wonder Woman brought Flash back to the cave. He was bleeding badly, and Victor then told them about the Mother Box that was used on his own body that managed to save his life. Victor then said that they could use the Mother Box to save Flash, but doing so will result in the inactivity of the Mother Boxes. Bruce also said that perhaps the Mother Box could be used to resurrect Superman. They decided to do one thing at a time. Flash was saved with the Mother Box as his organs recovered, as though nothing happened. He was still shocked by what happened, but due to the usage of the Mother Box, the only 2 locations of the Mother Boxes were activated. One of them was under Wonder Woman's possession, while the others was in Atlantis. Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian returned to their master. Ebony informed the Mad Titan of the anti-life equation and its capabilities. As the Mother Boxes needed to be uniformed first for the anti-life equation to be successful, Thanos then instructed the Black Order to attack Atlantis first, as they would be the final location of the box, according to Ebony Maw. Ebony knew of this after learning from the ancient scroll he obtained earlier. The Justice League, meanwhile, took Clark's body and placed it into the atomic fluid in the Genesis chamber on the Kryptonian ship, where Clark first crashed. Diana then used her Mother Box together with Victor's Mother Box. Together, the 2 boxes activated, and it managed to resurrect Clark Kent. But Superman was still confused about his identity and started attacking the Justice League. They eventually managed to stop him once Lois Lane emerged. Lois and Clark fled back to Smallville, first to give time to Clark to recover. Meanwhile, Atlantis was under attack by Thanos and his Black Order. Atlantis was weakened and was unable to fight off the threat of Thanos. Mira was the last defender of the Mother Box location, but was unable to do so. She was defeated by the Black Order, and right before she was killed, Aquaman came in time. Thanos told his Black Order to retreat, as they had already obtained the Mother Box. Thanos headed to an abandoned city, where the possible location of the anti-life equation is located, or to be more precise, where the terraforming would take place, and that would result in the anti-life equation to be possible. Thanos decided to wait for the Justice League to arrive. As he had anticipated, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg arrived, but Superman was nowhere to be seen, as he was still conflicted about what happened to him. Thanos told his Black Order that their priority was to obtain the Mother Boxes that would be the result in the birth of the Mother Boxes. The Black Order and some of the remainings of Thanos' army battled with the Justice League. The Mad Titan, meanwhile, set up the Mother Boxes, and it opened a portal. With the formation of the Boom Tube, Thanos could bring forth his army of Outriders and Chitauri. Batman was shocked to see the hordes of Outriders being brought forth via the Boom Tube. Thanos liked the Boom Tube to use the Space Stone, As Thanos' armies arrived forth, Batman urged the Justice League to defend the Mother Boxes and remove the Mother Box, which was summoning Thanos' army. Just then, several of Thanos' spaceships was being struck from the outside by a powerful force. Thanos was surprised and saw Superman. Superman shot his laser beams from his eyes, destroying the army. Thanos then leaped forth towards Superman, and both of them fought in close colossal battle. Despite not having the Infinity Stones, Thanos was equally devastating against Superman. As they were both locked in a close battle, Flash decided to use the distraction to remove the Mother Box. But Thanos threw Superman to the ground, and then gave a powerful shockwave to everyone in the area, including Flash. Flash flew towards the Mother Box, and then he hit the Mother Box, as he was in the Speed Force mode earlier. The energy from it caused a rift in one of the Mother Boxes. The boom tube stopped transmitting Thanos' armies, temporarily. Instead, another boom tube emerged, and this time, instead of Thanos' army, several heroes were emerging from it, and it closed. It was none other than Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Wong, Bruce Banner, and Spider-Man. The Avengers were surprised at what they were seeing and what was going on. It was then Bruce said that Thanos and his Black Order were there. Thanos said that he should have just killed the Hulk earlier. Batman realized that they share the same enemy and told Iron Man that Thanos and his armies intend to use these Mother Boxes to terraform this Earth and obtain a secret power called the Anti-Life Equation, which could control the minds of all living beings. Wong originally said that this wasn't their fight, and that they could return to their original place. Doctor Strange said that regardless, Thanos will be their problem, should he emerge victorious with the Anti-Life Equation. The Avengers assisted the Justice League to face Thanos, with the odds equally balanced, and the Mother Box, which originally belonged to Thanos, was taken by Flash. The heroes slowly destroyed Thanos' armies, till only the Black Order and the Mad Titan were left. Thanos and his Black Order then battled individually with the heroes. Realizing that there was no permanent way to defeat Thanos, Batman then told them that perhaps Cyborg could plant the coordinates of the boom tube to one of the Mother Boxes, to somewhere else, extremely distant in another universe, and transport Thanos and his Black Order there. As Cyborg started charging up the Mother Box, the heroes tried to halt Thanos. As soon as it activated, they managed to corner Thanos and his minions to the boom tubes. Superman, Doctor Strange, Batman, and Iron Man tried their best to direct the direction of the boom tube towards Thanos and his Black Order. It eventually became a success, and the Mad Titan was transported away to an unknown location. With all three Mother Boxes back to the Justice League, they thanked the Avengers for their help. Although they didn't understand what happened or how the Avengers came to them, the Justice League was grateful, nevertheless. With the coordinates set back where the Avengers came from, the boom tube then transmitted them back to their universe. The Justice League managed to prevent a catastrophic disaster from happening, but Diana fears that the worst is yet to come. Bruce, however, states that with the Justice League ready, they are ready to take on anything that is yet to come. In a distant universe, the Black Order was all frozen and killed, while floating in the universe. The Mad Titan's eyes opened, indicating that he was still alive. And that is going to be, what if the Justice League had fought Thanos and his Black Order? And what if Thanos had changed course and decided to take the Mother Boxes rather than the Infinity Stones? Do you think that Thanos could have won this battle? Or do you think that Superman could have just broke his neck and threw him into the sun? End of fanfiction, goodbye. No, I'm kidding, but this fanfiction was very interesting. Another multiverse episode finished and completed. That being said, I really appreciate you guys supporting this channel, and I do want to say that 90% of you guys are not subscribed. It takes 3 seconds. Do make sure to subscribe, like, share, and turn your notifications on so you and your friends are all up to date with the latest content. But anyways, as always guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.